Management Organization NADMO in the Western North region has set up a multi-sectorial committee to address the environmental impact resulting from climate change. The 21-member climate change committee has been tasked with championing reforestation, protecting water bodies and supporting climate adaptation strategies within affected communities. And our correspondent for the Western North region, Matthew Ahiave, joins us for more updates on this. And Matthew, what are the specific actions that have been tabled or have been initiated by the committee?
Professional, I further swear.
The committee, when they met, or after, introducing the committee to the various stakeholders, what they've come to conclusion with is the committee is going to work closely with the traditional leaders and the various stakeholders to, see the way they can bring about reforestation and also, curbing this illegal mining activities and on water bodies and the forest areas.
Okay. So how are the local authorities reacting to these climate adaptation strategies?
Okay, now the local authority right now is calling for a stronger collaboration between the district assemblies and forestry commissions and management and the environmental protection agencies, so that they can be able as stakeholders to fight this this climate change thing they are talking about.
This looks like an all hands on deck approach. Are residents willing to support this very initiative?
Okay, my brother, some residents, yes, I may say yes, or I will say yes, because speaking to some of them, they welcome or they really appreciate the initiative or the committee that is going to work in the Western North region here.
So thank you so much for your time. And if you really want to get more updates on this very matter, we'll surely get back to you. And Western North correspondent bringing us update on some climate change adaptation strategies that have been implemented by a 21-member committee set up in that very regard. We are active on Facebook, TV3 Ghana. Engage us on all topical stories that have been aired so far. Hopefully your comments will be read and shared to the rest of the world. And now, Shai Osudoku is set to host a major tertiary health institution following the groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of a nursing training college in the district. The project, funded by the Ghana Education Trust Fund Get Fund, marks a significant milestone in expanding access to health education and strengthening the healthcare workforce.
The construction of the Nursing Training Institute became a government priority after chiefs and elders of Kodiabe released an 80-acre parcel of land to support the project. This development represents the first major infrastructure project allocated to the Shai Osudoku district by the current administration, signaling renewed attention to the area's educational and socio-economic needs. The facility, fully captured under Get Fund, will include lecture halls, administrative blocks, hostels and other ancillary facilities designed to support effective training and learning. The project is expected to be completed within 24 months. At the groundbreaking ceremony, the Greater Accra Regional Minister and Member of Parliament for the area, Linda Akweluklu, highlighted the government's ongoing infrastructural investments across the region.
As Regional Minister, I reaffirm the government's commitment to ensuring that this project is executed efficiently, transparently, and to the highest standards. I therefore call on all stakeholders, contractors, traditional authorities, communities, leaders, and relevant state institutions to work in unity, safeguard this project, and take collective ownership of its success.
The construction contract has been awarded to Make Eselo Limited. Stanley Nible, TV3 News, Shai Osudoku, Accra.
Teachers in the Abenasi electoral area of the Adreso municipality in the Ashanti region have long struggled to effectively teach information and communication technology (ICT) due to the lack of computers in schools. The situation has forced teachers to rely on improvising, affecting practical ICT education for pupils. However, relief has finally come to both teachers and students in the school.
For years, ICT lessons in schools within Abenase electoral area have largely been theoretical, as teachers lacked computers to demonstrate practical concepts. Teachers say the absence of ICT facilities made it difficult for students to acquire the basic digital skills required in today's technology-driven world. To address this challenge, an ICT laboratory has been constructed to enhance the teaching and learning of ICT in schools within the area.
We have been improvising for a very long time. ICT, we always teach the children in the book rather than teaching them practically. So with this facility that Nana Doctor has given us, it is going to help us to be practical in our teaching. It's going to help the children to also face the reality. They'll be able to touch, feel, and be able to experience the real ICT that has been put in the book.
The ICT laboratory was constructed by the head of the Asini royal family at Abenase as part of effort to support education in the community.
More than 60% of the rural community don't have access to computers or even the internet. Two tools that are very, very important for development of any country or any community. So I recommend that the government should, even though the resources may be limited, should consider building ICT centers in the rural communities so that the children can benefit.
The assembly member for Abenase electoral area, Adom Sahini, says the facility will serve students from several communities.
None of the schools within my electoral area were having an ICT facility within their schools. But now that we have a community ICT center, I believe that whenever they have ICT, the ICT teachers will lead their learners here to learn the practical aspect of ICT.
With the new ICT laboratory in place, stakeholders are hopeful it will significantly improve ICT education and prepare students in the area for the digital future.
Away from the Ashanti region, let's move to the Eastern region. Fire incidents in the Eastern region have increased in the third quarter of 2025 compared to the same period last year. According to the Eastern Regional Fire Commander, ACFO Timothy Osafu Efum, domestic and bushfires account for the majority of recorded incidents.
Outbreaks in the Eastern region showed an upward trend from 631 cases in the third quarter of 2024 to 737 cases in the same period in 2025. Eastern Regional Fire Commander ACFO Timothy Osafu Efum has therefore urged the public to strictly adhere to fire safety measures, especially during the festive season.
Because we are in the mood of celebration, mostly we are not careful about how we handle particularly fire issues. We realize that people may drink and get intoxicated. Others too, because of overexcitement, they may leave their fires unattended to. And you know, around this time too, the weather is drier than usual, and so the least spark will start a fire. Therefore, we must be very cautious and to ensure that anytime we are dealing with any naked fire, we handle them with care. If we are stepping out, let's ensure that the fire is put off, because now mostly all of us are using gas. What hurts us is that you call us, and by the time we get there, all your property acquired over the years is gone.
He cautioned motorists to adhere to road safety regulations to help reduce accident and related fire outbreaks.
Especially the commercial drivers, they want to go and come quickly because you have a lot of people traveling, and we are cautioning that because the weather too is a bit not clear, especially in the early mornings. If you are traveling around that particular time, take your time. Make sure you see ahead of you before you do overtaking. Most of these accidents are head-on collision, meaning either someone is sleeping or they want to overtake. And if you don't see ahead, once in the process of overtaking, you meet an oncoming car, and what will happen is that you go into head-on collision. we should be very careful because we are losing a lot more people through road traffic incidents.
The Eastern Regional Fire Commander also called on fire personnel to remain proactive in responding to fire emergencies.
This is Weekend Central on TV3. We're back after this break. Stay tuned.
Festival of Christmas, as you would put it, here at the Takoradi Mall. Connection from in partnership with the Ghana Tourism Authority, the Confederation of Masqueraders, and the Center for National Culture are putting together their masking, whereby 45 masquerading clubs are showcasing their costumes for this year. It may interest you to know that each year they sell new costumes which are showcased in very elaborate circumstances. So this platform has been created for them to showcase their uniforms or costumes, and this is the first major event to herald the Christmas. So you can imagine the excitement in the city.
This is our first time, and it's as a result of the vacuum that we've identified that we as a stakeholder want to come in and also play a role to promote this culture. Because as we speak, within the Christmas season, the Yuletide, this city comes alive, and it comes alive in many ways. The masquerade culture is the main theme or the main focus of everything we do, because that's what we live for. So if we don't do things that will promote or give people a better experience, we may be losing it.
The chairman of the Confederation of Masqueraders here in the Western region says they have welcomed this particular program as it brings them together, and it also enables them to showcase what they have to offer for tourism.
I think it's very good because at the end of the day, it brings the tension and the argument and everything to reality. Because with the other unveiling, we take pictures and put them on social media, and people decide on whose dress is beautiful than that. But this one, we are here looking at it one-on-one. You are looking at every style, every design, every concept of that attire. So it's a bit different from what we used to do. So I think it's a good concept that we need to help to increase the attention that people are giving to it from next year going.
Now, one interesting bit about this whole Masqueraders thing is that Ankos, that's the club, was the first to start it here in the Western region in 1956. It was actually imported from Salford. So when you talk about Masqueraders, it's synonymous to Ankos, irrespective of the club that is coming from. Let's listen to the oldest club, which still exists here in Secondary Takrady.
Yeah, Takrady had a first fancy club on the Ankos. I don't know if you this year, you're not telling every year beyond a dinner what it at. This year, I don't know. Echo Hebrew custom or Yechel, but Eba, I can't language or Yamitiasi.
Parkway Simpson is the event manager for Connect FM.
Apart from the Unmasked 360 that we collaborated with Center for National Culture, we are also organizing another one with one of the biggest groups in the region, and that is Supreme Masqueraders. We've named that one Supreme Ankos Village. The Supreme Ankos Village starts from the 24th, that is the 24th night. That is the waykeeping. Then the whole day for 25th and 26th. So it's a 3-day event. At Estafan Ben number 1, number 2 area, Abukadilos Road. When you come there, it's a whole village, and it's also a new thing that we are introducing into this year's Masquerading Festival in the Secondary Metropolis.
Now the link is open. All the Christmas festivities can now begin. Come to Secondary Takrady for an exciting Juletide. Erama Smith, TV3 News, Takrady.
Well, how time flies. It's been almost 60 minutes, and that's how we draw the curtains on today's edition of Weekend Semcho. It comes to you live from the news app here at Adesawe Kanda. It's safe to wish you Merry Christmas in advance as we are some few days away from Christmas. I wish you all the very best in your endeavors. What issues is at 1 p.m. right after this very bulletin with Kemini Amano. Do stick and stay with us. Thanks for watching. Good afternoon.